All right, we're here with Mariners manager Eric Wedge, and Eric, this might be your last night to kind of get out and have some fun before you really get down to things.
Well, it's about that time. We're going to be heading down there in about 10 days. So, we feel good about what we've done this winter. I think we still have a few other moves to make, but I know we've had a lot of guys in town here, and they're excited to get to Arizona.
Eric, one of the things I like, you didn't have the sexiness of like taking one guy who can hit 40 home runs, but adding two major pieces in Morse and Morales to the middle of this lineup, and how it is going to make life easier for some other guys who shouldn't be in the 4 and 5 slot or the 3 and 4 slot. It just seems like overall adding two gigantic pieces like that is really going to solidify some things more so than it's been during your tenure.
It's going to be a considerable difference. If you talk about our offense, you talk about just taking some of the heat off the kids, and then you talk about the veteran presence. You've got Morse, you've got Morales, but and Ibanez and Abe. I mean, guys have really been there, done that. They know how to lead. They know what it's all about. So we're really excited about our acquisitions, and we've been able to hang on to all of our young kids too, and that was real important.
Eric, if we had to be worried about one thing, I think most people among fans and in the media, we'd worry about that starting rotation. But for the last 5 years, we worried about that starting rotation. And no matter what, you guys have figured out a way as a franchise to make that work. Just tell us about, you've got 900 million options to pick out 5 starters. And we know one guy who's going to be in there.
Well, of course, it starts with Felix, but I have so much confidence in our pitching coach, Carl Willis. I mean, we've been together for a long time, and he always finds a way to get it done. So you look at all of our young kids, and most of them might be a year away, but we're going to see a lot of them this year too, and we might see some of them come out of spring training with us. So we'll see what happens. We're still trying to kick the tires and see if there's a veteran guy out there we can bring in. But if not, we might have to go through some growing pains with some of these kids, but we feel strong that they're going to be solid big league pitchers.
I think you're an optimist, Eric. But at the same time, I don't think you would be selling this franchise as hard as you do if you didn't believe in it. I mean, sometimes people think that you're just sort of hoping against hope, but this is the true you. You believe in what you guys are doing.
Yeah, this is inside of me. I mean, it's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. And I don't mean that from an egotistical manner. It's just fact in my mind because of what we're doing, how we're doing it, and what's coming around the corner. And I just have a lot of confidence in our kids, our organization, and the Seattle Mariners fans should be excited right now because if you look at what we've done, it's been pretty consistent, and it's going to continue to be consistent, but better as we head into the near future. You
and your wife made the conscious decision to be a part of this community. What do nights like this mean to you?
It means a great deal because it's a celebration of Seattle sports and the city of Seattle and the great Northwest. And you look at the success the Seahawks have had, and the excitement about the Supersonics coming back, and I think there's just so much optimism in the air in regard to the Mariners. It's a great time to be in Seattle right now, and there's a lot of good things and special things right ahead of us.
All right, last question before we get you out of here. Obviously, baseball teams are built a lot differently than football teams, but can you see some parallels between how the Seahawks have done it growing up young and how you guys are doing it?
Well, I think there are some parallels in regard to what they did when Pete came in and just making some big time changes. We made a lot of changes here to our organization and with our personnel, but baseball is different. You've got to be more patient. It takes a little bit longer. You're not coming straight from college to the pros. I mean, you've got to go to the minor leagues. So our patience has to be a little bit more extreme than those other sports, and and the discipline has to go right along with that. But we have it. We've proven that, and we'll continue to have it.
Best of luck to you, Eric Wedge,
All right,
as you head to spring training.
Thank you very much.